When you look at the constellation Pisces, you see two fish swimming in harmony, linked by a shining cord. It's a peaceful image, right? But what if I told you this picture wasn't born from peace, but from pure terror? That this isn't a story of tranquility, but of a desperate escape from the single most terrifying monster in Greek mythology? A monster so powerful, he challenged Zeus for control of the cosmos. This is the untold story of how the goddess of love and her son fled for their lives, and how that desperate flight was immortalized in the stars. For millennia, stargazers have traced the faint V-shape of Pisces. Its history is ancient, with roots in Babylonian astronomy, and Ptolemy cataloged it nearly 2,000 years ago. But to really get its meaning, we have to go back to a time of myth. Picture this. The gods of Olympus had just cemented their rule. They'd overthrown the Titans in a cataclysmic war and defeated the monstrous giants. A golden age had begun on Mount Olympus under Zeus. But their victory angered Gaia, the primordial Mother Earth. In a rage after seeing her children, the Titans, locked away in Tartarus, she brought forth one final challenger. From a union with Tartarus itself, the abyss of torment, came a creature of unimaginable horror, Typhon. The ancient poets struggled to describe him. He was a giant so immense his head brushed the stars. From the waist up, he had a man's form, but his legs were massive, coiling serpents. 100 dragons' heads sprouted from his shoulders, spitting fire and venom. His body was covered in wings, his eyes flashed with fire, and his voice was a nightmare symphony. The roars of lions, hisses of snakes, and bellows of bulls, all mixed into a world-shaking scream. Typhon was chaos itself, born to destroy Zeus and tear down the heavens. When Typhon first appeared, it caused a panic on Mount Olympus. The halls that had rung with victory now echoed with the monster's screams. He hurled mountains toward the heavens like pebbles, and fire poured from his mouths. The Olympians were gripped by a terror they had never known. In their panic, many scattered across the mortal world, hiding in disguise. Zeus became a ram, Hera, a white cow, Apollo, a crow. The god Pan, who first sounded the alarm, leaped into a river mid-transformation and became a half-goat, half-fish creature, later immortalized as the constellation Capricorn. The divine order collapsed into chaos. In the middle of all this were Aphrodite, the goddess of love, and her young son, Eros. Aphrodite wasn't a warrior like Athena. Her power was in matters of the heart. As the terrifying creature laid siege to her home, her only thought was for her child. Clutching Eros tightly, she fled the destruction. They found themselves on the banks of the great Euphrates River in Syria. The air was thick with smoke and brimstone as Typhon's monstrous shadow fell over the land. Behind them, destruction. Before them, the deep river. They were trapped. Hiding among the reeds, Aphrodite held her son, her mind racing. They were out of time. In this moment of desperation, with the father of all monsters closing in, the myth splits into a few versions. Some say Aphrodite, using her power, transformed both herself and Eros into fish and leaped into the water. Other accounts tell a slightly different story. As they cowered by the riverbank, two enormous fish appeared. Sensing the gods' peril, they offered their backs as an escape. With no other choice, Aphrodite and Eros leaped onto their aquatic saviors. But the danger wasn't over. The Euphrates had strong currents, and Aphrodite feared being separated from her child in the chaos. So, to ensure they wouldn't be parted, they were bound together with a cord, a symbol of their unbreakable connection. The cord itself is a mystery. It appears in older Babylonian art, but the Greeks didn't have one clear story for its origin. Just as Typhon reached the bank, his form blotting out the sky, they plunged into the river. The waters closed over them, carrying them away from the monster's rage. Their escape was a testament not to godly power, but to a mother's love and quick thinking. In the end, Zeus defeated the monster after a devastating cosmic battle. He trapped Typhon beneath Mount Etna in Sicily, and to this day the volcano's eruptions are said to be the monster's trapped rage. With Typhon imprisoned, order was restored on Olympus. But the desperate flight of Aphrodite and Eros was not forgotten. Their escape was a profound symbol of a mother's love and a bond that couldn't be broken. To honor their story and the two creatures who carried them to safety, their image was placed among the stars. Some tales say Athena commemorated them. Others say it was Aphrodite herself in gratitude. And so, the two fish, their tails forever bound by that cord, became the constellation Pisces. The image of their panicked escape was transformed into a monument of eternal love and connection, a reminder that the bond between a parent and child can be a saving grace. So, the constellation of Pisces is more than just two fish. It's packed with symbolic meaning. For modern astrologers, the image of two fish swimming in opposite directions yet bound together represents the core duality of the Pisces zodiac sign. The constant pull between the spiritual and material worlds, between fantasy and reality. This duality is considered the heart of the Piscean personality. In astrology, Pisces is ruled by Neptune, the planet of dreams, and traditionally by Jupiter, the planet of expansion. This may be why those born under this sign are often seen as having profound empathy and emotional depth. They are considered fluid and adaptable, able to navigate the deep currents of emotion. The myth itself, escaping into water to survive, is a perfect metaphor for the Piscean tendency to retreat into their inner worlds. Interestingly, the Greek tale echoes older myths from Syria, where stories told of the goddess Atargatis being saved by fish, which led many to hold fish as sacred. In the end, a terrifying story of a monster's rampage becomes a story of salvation. It's a myth that tells us true strength isn't always about fighting. Sometimes it's about adapting, accepting help, and most of all, about the unbreakable bonds of love that guide us through our greatest fears. The two fish of Pisces are a testament to the fact that even when we feel pulled in opposite directions, we are never truly alone. If you enjoyed this journey into the surprising origins of the constellations, be sure to like and subscribe for more stories hidden in the stars. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. What does the story of Pisces mean to you? Is it a story of fear or of love? Thanks for watching.